What's your funniest or most memorable moment from making this new series?
Ooh, for making the new series. I don't know if I can say some fun moments from the new series without spoiling it, but certainly last season, that whole sequence where Hodor dies.
I fall over a lot on set, and I don't know if it's because I'm in a sort of pod-like state.
Did we just become best friends?
You fall over as well?
All the time.
I'd done most of my stuff for that in the Vision, so I'd filmed that before. So when it came to the big chaos within the cave, I just had to lie down and walk, and I literally fell asleep in my little bed at one point while there was all hell breaking loose, and I just heard cut, and I was like, what happened? So I don't know whether that made it in.
I remember season 6, we had to walk up to the top of this hill. We were shooting this bit where these guys from River Run came and surrounded us, and I got right to the top of the hill first thing in the morning, and I fell on my face, threw my cup of coffee all over myself, I had a cigarette in my mouth, and I just slid face first all the way back down this hill.
It's not the funniest moment actually, but it's the moment that I really take away from season 6. Is standing on a bridge with Patrick for 12 hours in the most frustrating weather I've ever tried. It was fake rain, but it was so cold, and we could only work for like 35 seconds at a time because we would be freezing cold afterwards and couldn't say the lines.
I slept in the quarry in Magamon a few years ago and got really ill for a week. Both ends ill. I had to call the quarry hotline. There's a quarry hotline. I had to call them and find out if it was contaminated. And they were like, we don't know. We don't know about that
Was
one.
it like muddy water?
Yeah, it was alright. I slipped, so we had like a platform, and I slipped on it, went all the way under, swallowed all this water, and then had to get on a flight from Belfast home.
That's not good.
If there's a lot of shouting and a lot of noise on set,
There's been a lot
It's
of
not going well.
snowball fights, and I'm actually sporting still an injury. I'm getting no sympathy for it, but there's been in between takes and stuff. There's been a lot of snowballs.
Who throws a vicious snowball?
You'd be surprised, but David Benioff's quite good.
he's sneaky, isn't he?
Yeah.
I believe.
mean, really, put on the white top, sneak up.
But it's a bit tricky. You don't get much sympathy when you're kind of doing this. If somebody goes, "What's wrong with you?" You go, "Snowball injury."
I know.
It's not really a comedy
fine.
moment either. It's more sort of...
I found it hilarious. It was funny because everybody else ran. Obviously, the crew all ran over and they're like, "Oh, you okay?" And I just came out of the water just like, "Ah!" Oh, I'm so silly.